What up? Don't mind my gum. How y'all doing today? I'm doing good. I know it's a little loud right here. This is kind of I like soaking up you breathe it here and you get it into your ears and into your brain, and it makes you feel, I don't know, it makes me feel fresh and renewed for the day, you know? That's the thing about the water, right? Especially in a stream like that. You know, it's always moving forward. It's, always moving forward. And if you see water that isn't always moving forward, what's it usually called, right? Stagnant or swamp, right? But this flows into the pond, you know? And I always want to move like water. You know, never the same, always changing, but ever moving forward. You know, it's clean and renewed daily, that stream, you know. Brushes all the debris out of it, you know. And that's what these walks do for me. They help me ever move forward. They help me move the debris of life. The debris of life, you know. I get to flush that shit out daily. You know, I don't go to meetings. I know some people in recovery do. I would feel somewhat of a hypocrite about going to AA or NA meetings while I still smoke cannabis, consume cannabis. And again, I'm not recommending anybody else do it like I do it. You got to do what works for you, right? I know that with a lot, the exercise that I've been doing and just getting out here and having some time to alone with my thoughts, it helps me to better deal with the people I care about in my life. Oh yeah, today is day 30 of No Excuses 2024. Still at it. It's 27 degrees when I got out here. I'm halfway through my second run, just about. And, I got some business to take care of at the shop today. And, because rent's due. And it's been a little slow. You know, December, it set me back a little because of Christmas and all this stuff and yada, yada, yada. It doesn't really matter. You guys all know. Y'all did the same shit, Now I'm playing catch up. But that's all right, Still moving ever forward, right? I don't care about money so much. It helps me to get the things that I need for my children and myself, but if I could barter my way through life, I would. But that's not the system we live in, right? But again, there's an ebb and flow to life. And which way do you want to go, right? Do you want to just sit stagnant, never moving forward? Thinking to yourself, oh man, if I would have just started 6 months ago, or, I do that down here a lot. I do that down here a lot, or before I get down here, I should say. Damn, these woodpeckers are going crazy on this tree. Check it out. Holy moly. But anyway, I'll do that at my house all the time. I'll sit there, I'll watch YouTube video after YouTube video, and I'm like, dude, you can watch this anytime. You can go get your exercise done, come back, you can watch it then. It's not like it's live, and even if it was, they'll have it on again after, it'll be on. Anyway, but what I do is I procrastinate to come down here, and then once I get down here, I'm like, shit, if I would have got down here at 7:30, and now it's 9, I'm coming in, I'm like, I'd be done by now, and then it's just how my brain works, and so I set myself up sometimes to be a little perturbed that I'm procrastinating. But in a way, that's good, because I do notice, like, hey, man, you're putting shit off when you could just bang it out to right now, So what I try to do now is when I think about something, I'll get up and do it. Especially if I'm not doing anything else, why wouldn't I, right? Why wouldn't I just, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to do the dishes. I'm like, I'll do them in a half hour. And then I'm like, what? No, just go do them now. Like yesterday, I was like, all right, I got my alarm set for 4 o'clock. When that goes off, I can start prepping dinner and blah, 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 blah. And like, I was like, well, you're not doing anything now. Just bang it out. So that's what I do. If I think, hey, you should do 100 squats right now, then I do them. I might not like it, but I do it, I mean, the water doesn't, think about where it's going to be or where it came from. It's just always flowing, always moving forward. And that's my life wasn't like that. I was a stagnant swamp for a vast majority of it. And then people, like, even myself, right? So I was close to 300 freaking pounds. And like, I was like, man, I wish I would have started. I wish I would have did this. I wish I could exercise. I wish I could quit drugs. I wish I could, do better at my job. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. And meanwhile, I wasn't doing shit. I wasn't doing shit. Maybe I was setting the intention in my mind, and it took some years to get to where I am now. I mean, obviously, but it's never too late to start. It's really never too late to start. If I would have just given up at 49, I wouldn't be where I am now. I think I'm a much better boyfriend. I think I'm a much better parent. I mean, I know I'm a much better parent, and, I'm a much better citizen now, I mean, I remember years ago, I always hated the cops. Always, right? Always hated the cops because, my mom was like a druggie, a drug dealer, my stepfather as well, criminal. So the cops were in our lives a lot, and then I became a criminal and a druggie and a drunk and alcoholic and, a street fighter and all this bullshit, fake tough guy shit. And, I was stagnant, man. I was stagnant, and I just, I had felt that I had given up 20 years ago, right? So about my mid-30s, and that's fucked up because, like, I'd just gotten out of jail, and then I started a family, and I wasn't ready for any of it. I wasn't ready for any of it. I was ready for the crime and all that shit to go away, but I didn't allow it to happen in my life, I just, because of the drugs, the drugs, and, but it wasn't because of the drugs. The drugs were a symptom of the situation going on in my head, in my life, I accepted less than, I accepted being less than, I accepted being like, broke, I accepted being a bad dad, but I'm doing the best I can, Was I though? No, I wasn't. I never did the best I can. Even today, I still don't feel like I'm doing the best that I possibly can, but I know I'm moving forward in the right direction. I'm not stagnant. I don't just let shit fester and become that filthy swamp, that stinking swamp full of bugs and grossness, Nah, I've moved on, and do I still have times in my day where I feel less than, or, that I could be doing better, or I, the poor me's, oh man, I shouldn't have did all that partying, I shouldn't have did that, and I should have prepared for my future. Yeah, definitely should have. But guess what? I didn't. So here I am today, trying to make up for lost time, And so February 1st, I'm shutting off all devices. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Have a great day, and I hope everybody's doing well. Peace. Love you.